Alrighty, so today, or rather yesterday, was day 34 of protests in Elizabeth City over the police shooting of Andrew Brown. And today yesterday, whatever. On day 34, we had a car attack. And I want to talk a little bit about this in depth before I begin the thread here and show you the video that I shot of the car attack. But I want to give you, I've covered every single day of these protests. I have been here 34 days in a row, zero breaks. And so because of that, I've got information that not every other human being on planet Earth has. And that information contains almost every single, if not every single, police interaction with the protest. So you'll notice, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, they being the police, demanding that we use permits for our protests. Now, I've been against permits from day one, but I'm willing to play along because, I'm only one person. And so one of the reasons that the officers gave to us, specifically Lieutenant Felton, my good friend, came up to us a week ago. And when we asked him after a car almost drove into the crowd, right? Around a week ago, a car almost drove into the crowd, almost hit people. And we asked Felton why that happened if we have a police escort. And Felton said that, we need to have the routes secured in advance. And, we need to coordinate with police at all times, right? So that they could prevent, Felton said, and I quote, prevent anything like Charlottesville from happening here. Right? That's what he said a week ago. A week ago, that's what he said. Right? And so I want to remind you, what the protesters have been doing is filing permits and giving the police the route, including streets, including the order of the streets, including the estimated times, right? So the permits have been filed, right? People in the protests have done all the quote-unquote rules. And yet, a week later, after Daryl Felton said that there will be no Charlottesville in Elizabeth City, a week later, what happened yesterday took place, where a car hit protesters after a police car driven by Officer Parr, and we will get into that more so, drove out of the way and made space for this car. And then as soon as space was made, the car drove into a crowd and hit at least 3 people. And so I want to be very clear here. This is all. This isn't some. This isn't like 20%. This isn't even 90%. This is 100% the fault of the Elizabeth City Police Department. This is not 95%, not 99%, not 99.9. This is 100% the fault of the Elizabeth City Police Department. They asked us to give them our routes and our permits in advance so that they could protect and serve us, so that they could escort us, so that they could create a perimeter for us, because we know that there have been 4 attempted car attacks as of that point, and now 1 has actually hit protesters, right? It's one thing if a car angrily drives around a crowd and almost hits people, right? It's scary, it's horrifying, but everyone's okay. But it's another situation where after 4 car attacks, the cops don't beef up security. The cops actually tone down the security. And again, Officer Parr drove out of the way and let this car into the crowd, right? There was a police escort in front of us and in back of us, and then there's cars that block the side streets on the side of us. Officer Parr drove out of the way from that side street after an angry person in a car was yelling at them, right? And then that angry person drove into a crowd of protesters. So I want to be very, very clear here that this is not just a problem with Officer Parr. This is a problem with Lieutenant Daryl Felton, who a week ago after 4 different car attacks where people almost got hit, said that he is going to protect us so that there won't be a Charlottesville in Elizabeth City, right? He did nothing. He didn't beef up security. He didn't train his officers. He didn't strategize better. He didn't do his fucking job. He didn't do his fucking job. And there's also people like Deputy Police Chief James Evans who also didn't do their fucking job. And that guy, Deputy Police Chief right here, look at this guy. Before the protest started, and if you want to go back to all of my other recaps, you will find for the last week or so, maybe 5-6 days, right? These cops, Deputy Chief James Evans, and Lieutenant Daryl Felton and this other guy have been coming out here every day before the protests start asking for the routes so that they can protect us. That's what they've been doing the whole week this week. They would come out to us right before the protest and people would be like, all right, we'll give you the routes, protect us, and then they would move on, right? But what the fuck are we giving them routes for if they won't protect us? Now, again, I have been against the permit shit from day one, right? But that's just my personal opinion. But this solidifies that we cannot accept their game. They are not protecting us. They created a dangerous situation. It's not like Officer Parr had never been there to begin with. Officer Parr saw that there was a car, right? And then specifically moved out of the way and let them drive into the crowd. So I would just want to be very clear on the details before we get into some of the videos. So as you can see, they're just kind of staring at us. And so they talk to us, and again, just they ask for the routes. I didn't post this video, but I did record the entire conversation so that if I need to look back at it later, I will. And I probably will. But so we start marching, and we move to Airing House. And so we're in the middle of marching. And so you see, it might be, I think it's that car. This might be the car that Parr is in right here. This cop car right here. So normally what I do is I post clips live. And so when this happened, I just couldn't post any clips like that live. So I did get their faces. So right here. So again, Officer Parr of the Elizabeth City Police Department, serving since 2009, what he did was he drove out of the way, and these two people were like harassing protesters, screaming out of the car, doing this whole angry fist in the air. That was while the officer was blocking them as well. And then the officer got out of the way, right? And so they were yelling at protesters, calling them like fucking, you know, I didn't hear many words, but I don't want to say words that they didn't say, but there were, I heard expletives, right? And so what I did was I decided to walk up and record their faces. Now this is right before the car attack, right? So I want to be very clear here. I made a mistake as a journalist. I should not have stopped recording. I stopped recording because I wanted to get their faces and I wanted to post it on Twitter. What I should have done was continued recording and then posted it later But I was under the impression that this would not have escalated. So I just want to say, I recorded this. I walked over, recorded this, and almost immediately after I got their faces and turned the video off, right? I walk a little bit backwards and the car starts driving outward into the street. And so as you can see, I'm relatively close, right, to this car as it starts driving outward. Now, I also want to say that the car, before hitting a protester on the bike, hit two protesters. One of them fell onto the ground and was later taken into an ambulance custody, I believe, for some capacity. They were taken care of by EMS. So they drove through, hit two people, and then I started recording this again because I still had my phone out. And as you can see, they hit a protester on a bike. And then so there's their license plate. We know who these people are, by the way.
2255.
We know who they are. We found them. By the way, this one, the one driving, fun fact, their Facebook profile picture is them with the Confederate flag. Right? Isn't that crazy? So we know who these people are. We looked at their Facebook, and they've got Confederate fucking flags all over their Facebook. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, right? Like, that's out of control. But did Deputy Police Chief James Evans do anything about that? Nah. Did Lieutenant Daryl Felton do anything about that? Nah. They've been talking down to us for weeks, telling us that they're here to protect us. Does this look like protection to you? Does this look like protection to you? Does that look like protection? It doesn't look like protection to me. So when I get home, look through the footage. And I wanted to say I got this little photo of this tattoo from Officer Parr here. Now, I want to be very clear again. This is the officer that drove out of the way after interacting with angry people in a car. They drove out of the way and let the car into the crowd. Okay? And so I followed this guy and heckled this guy. And I wanted to take photos of, he has a tattoo, a really bad tattoo. Like, this is a really bad tattoo. Like, look at the absolute state of this tattoo. Like, I just, I'm sorry. But, like, that looks like a Flash cartoon, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, what is that? What is going on here, man? Like, what is that tattoo? Like, I'm sorry to, like, take a break on that instance. But, like, that's so baffling to me that someone would put that on their body. But he's got a tattoo. I got his name. Now, Elizabeth City Police do not have badge numbers, unfortunately. This is his face. And this is him, like, having a shit-eating grin as he's driving away after letting the car escape. And so I got photos of that person. We're going to try to find out their full name. Going to try to find out their history of, abusing force and so forth. As you can see, here's my fingernail. And so this is me approaching Officer Parr, requesting that they do their job after the car hits someone in a bicycle.
Run! Come on, bitch! Come on, bitch!
So as you can see, they slow down to this officer. The officer looks at them and tries to start talking, and then they just drive away. And then the officer is just kind of like, oh, what do I do?
Do your job! Do your job! Do your job! Do your job!
I think he says, like, I'm trying to do my job or something. I don't know, honestly, because I'm yelling at this guy. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I got, like, really fucking heated yesterday. So, like, my voice kind of hurts. But, like, this guy is, like, just, like, look at that. So, the car is speeding away, and this guy's just having a casual stroll toward his police vehicle.
Do your job! Do your job! Away from you. What's your badge? You gotta come away from me? Do your job.
So as you can tell, he said, we gotta get them away from you. What does that mean? Right, like, what does that mean? Okay. So again, I want to remind you of the situation. Officer Parr is blocking a side street, interacts with the racists, right? And then drives off, letting the racists hit us. And so when we ask him to arrest them, his natural response, oh, we got to get them away from you. First of all, as you can see, they are speeding away. They are not around any protester. Second of all, they were only around protesters because you drove off and let them by protesters. So I want to analyze this because, again, this is how you know that this person is a racist piece of garbage. This is how you know. We got to get them away from you. They're not thinking about our safety, Officer Parr. He's thinking about the safety of the motherfucker that hurt 3 of my friends. That's what he's thinking about. Because he's a racist. He probably knew those people. Maybe, who knows. Or he just thought, maybe these people will do what I wish I could do. Who the fuck knows what was going on in his brain? But what we do know from what was going on in his brain is that he thought we were more of a threat than those in the car. I want to remind you folks, Andrew Brown Jr. was shot and killed, and District Attorney Andrew Womble said that it was a justified shooting because he was driving his car at 2 miles per hour and could have hit a police officer. Andrew Brown Jr. was executed because he was driving at 2 miles per hour. Officer Parr, in this instance, is protecting the person in the car. Officer Parr is thinking about, how can I help the person in the car? Not, how can I get my long rifle and shoot them in the back of the head? He's not thinking that. He's thinking, oh, that's my white friend. How can I protect my white friend from the angry black people? That's what he's thinking.
What's your badge? You gotta come away from me? Do your job, bitch. Do your job, bitch. Get a new job, you fucking freak. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So as you can see, he's got like this weird shit-eating grin on him as he looks at us. Look at that.
Look at his dumb fuck grin.
Look at that shit.
Look at your dumb fuck grin.
So, okay, so... What the fuck, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, they're crazy. So here we see the driver of the vehicle presumably under arrest and placed in the passenger seat. Now, I have never seen that before. When Andrew Brown had an arrest warrant, did they arrest him after driving into 3 cops and then place him in the passenger seat in the comfy chair in the SUV? Is that what happened to Andrew Brown 34 days ago? 35 days ago? No, it's not. What happened to him was he was shot several times. Once in the back of the fucking head. That is what happened to Andrew Brown. What happened to these motherfuckers? They get a nice little stroll in the passenger seat. In the comfy chair. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? And look at the cop who does it. Look at the one who does it. Look at that. Daryl fucking Felton. The same guy who a week ago said there would be no Charlottesville in Elizabeth City. Did he pop out his sniper rifle from his fucking field training that he does? And did he pop that bitch in the back of the head? Nope. What he did? Gave him a ride in the passenger seat, in the comfy chair. And so that happens. And so I get that. And then Officer Parr gets back out of his car. So as you can see in the clip previous, he drove away. He gets back out of his car to heckle protesters. Why is he here? Why did he think this was a good idea? I just want to say, like, FYI, this dumb bitch, the one I just passed, this one, I'm going to get into this one later. This guy's a dumb fuck bitch. Like, I'll get into that one later. Dumb fuck bitch. Dumb fuck bitch of the highest dumb fuck variety. So here's Officer Parr just trying to be a jackass. Got back out of his car, right, to go heckle protesters, and then got, oh, I'm so scared, oh.
Excuse me, officer. Why? Hey, why did you let them by? Why did you drive by and let them do that? Why did you let them do that? Why did you let them do that?
I'm asking you to arrest this man.
Notice how they're not responding?
Arrest the police!
Arrest this police!
We have Officer Williams right next to Officer Parr as well. Just, you know, trying to say, oh, please calm down. Bitch, motherfucker, I almost got killed today because of your fucking bitch-ass coworker. No, I'm not going to calm down, you fucking fuck. Right? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just, like, what is that shit? Like, seriously, what is that shit? Right? The cop drives out of the way, lets a car hit my friends and almost hit me. And then you're gonna cape for that guy? Fucking dumb bitch cop, Officer Williams. She's a black cop, too. Isn't that incredible? A black cop caping for Confederates that drove into a crowd of protesters at a Black Lives Matter rally. One hell of a fucking cop. One hell of a fucking person.
Did not do his job. You didn't do your job. Protect and serve.
And then this guy like takes his glasses off. Like, what is that? Like, what is he doing here? What is he doing? Why? I'm gonna take my glasses off. Like, what is? Like, what? Like, what do you? Like, what? What is he doing? Look at this. He's staring right at me. Look at that. This motherfucker's staring right at me. This little bitch boy fuck face fucking loser is staring right at me. You see that? This guy is like, oof. This guy is like looking at me and he's like, oof, let me take my glasses off.
You protect and serve my fucking asshole.
You let him go.
Notice how he's just going like he's not responding. Like, you know, he's not. Like, what is that? Are you a fucking like bobblehead, bro? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Protect and serve my fucking
You let
asshole.
him go. You let him go.
Do your job.
So as you can see, Lieutenant Daryl comes in. The black cop coming in to save the day of the white cop who let Confederates hit black protesters at a Black Lives Matter rally. Isn't Lieutenant Daryl just such a good person? Isn't he such a great person? Let's go defend the white cop who almost killed black people at a Black Lives Matter rally. By the way, I'm trying to keep y'all safe. There's never gonna be a Charlottesville here.
Do your fucking job.
That's Officer Williams over here. This fucking bitch. This stupid fuck whore. God, I fucking hate all of them. They're so horrible. Look at this guy. You see this motherfucker? And look at her. She's like, oh, calm down, bitch, motherfucker. I'm not gonna calm down, motherfucker. You ain't gonna calm me down.
This is why we don't like you.
You ain't gonna
This is
calm
why
me
we
down.
think you're garbage.
What we got? Arrest this officer now.
Do your job.
You notice how all the cops are surrounding Parr? Now, again, I want to remind you of the situation. Parr sees an angry person in a car, presumably discusses with them that they can't move. Then they drive out of the way, opening the car to drive into 3 protesters, right? And then Parr gets back into his car and then drives a little bit away and then gets back out of his car to go heckle protesters. And then Lieutenant Daryl Fuck for Brains comes out there and fucking Officer Williams comes out there to protect, oh, the white cop. Oh, did they arrest him? Nah. Of course not. Why would you arrest the officer who didn't do their job? I want to remind everyone, and I'll have to see if I have this on video, but Lieutenant Daryl said that there would never be Charlottesville in Elizabeth City. He said that to us a week ago. There would never be Charlottesville in Elizabeth City. And what happens when Charlottesville almost happens in Elizabeth City? Lieutenant Daryl's first thing to think of: how can I protect the white people? How can I protect the Confederates? How can I protect the white officers who put the Black Lives Matter protesters in danger? How can I protect them? He did not even... Lieutenant Felton didn't ask if anyone was okay. Didn't come over to us to see if we were okay. Didn't try to stop the car from moving. He's a fucking freak.
We got it on tape. Everything was
This is why no one likes
Now,
you.
look at this chump. Look at this guy. This guy looks like he fucking just graduated fucking middle school. Look at this chump over here. Y'all see this chump? You see this chump, right? Y'all see this motherfucking chump. Are you ready? Because we're about to zoom in. You ready for this?
Hey, this bitch has a thin blue line face
Look at this.
mask.
Look at this chump.
Blue line.
Look at that. See?
Thin blue line. We got
Standing right next to Lieutenant Daryl. Isn't that incredible? All right, so let's see.
Why didn't you do your job? Hey, Felton, why didn't you do your job?
So, what I spend the next of these clips is me just like basically harassing the shit out of Daryl. I mean, Daryl's a piece of garbage. Like, he's literal human trash. Like, probably, like, if you were to have, like, the top 10 biggest dumpster sludge motherfuckers of all time, Daryl would probably be in, like, the top 2. Like, this guy is fucking garbage, right? So, again, I want to remind you, every single day before the protest, Daryl and his fucking cringe crew have been coming out asking for our route so that they can protect us and station police officers along the route so that cars can't approach the protest. That's what he's been saying for a week. I've caught it on tape. He said there would never be a car attack in Elizabeth City. He said that. So what is his reaction when there's a car attack and people are angry with him? Let's find out.
Felton, why didn't you do your job? Why don't you resign? Why don't you resign? Why don't you resign? Why don't you resign?
So he looks at me and says, I arrested them, but we're asking you to arrest the officer as well. You arrested the driver, sure. What about the officer that let the drivers go? Are you going to do anything about that? Daryl? You fucking freak? You fucking loser? Huh, Daryl? You fucking idiot? Look at this guy. But you can tell I'm getting under his skin because he looks at me specifically and like always has that like emotional man baby face. Like, and that's what I'm looking for. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in the face, dude. He's a fucking fuckface.
Resign. Why don't you resign? You didn't do your job. You hired shitty fucking people. Resign. Resign. This is on you, bitch. Resign.
Again, he's standing right next to a cop in a thin blue line face mask. Like, you can't make this fucking shit up, dude. Like, you can't make it up. Like, this is like, I'm telling y'all. Like, you need to understand, there is no good cop. There is no whatever the fuck, whatever, ooh, cop this, cop. No, they're all trash, bro. They're all fucking garbage. There's shit on my shoes. These people are human garbage.
Get a new job. Come on, Daryl. What the fuck? Are you gonna resign? Huh? You're not gonna resign?
So, Officer Williams gets out of the car, and I think I'm asking if she's gonna resign here, and then Daryl looks at me and says no. So, I just like want to say Daryl is so fucking like he's such a crybaby. He's so emotional. He's such a little bitch. Now I want to come out here and say that like a couple days ago when Daryl was trying to like fucking pretend to be my kindergarten teacher before the protest, he looked at me and said, "I know you don't like me. You call me every profanity under the sun." And I'm like, "Damn right I do. You're a fucking piece of garbage." And so like, you know, like I'm like this guy, he told us there would never be a car attack in Elizabeth City. What happened? There was a car attack in Elizabeth City. So I'm sorry. If your fucking position of power is predicated upon protecting and serving and you fail to do your job, get a new job, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if I were working at a grocery store and my manager was like, "Hey, can you stock aisle 4?" And I was like, don't really feel like it. Would I still have that job? No, I'd probably get fucking fired. So why is fucking Felton still employed? Why is Parr still employed? Why are they still employed? Why is fucking Officer Thin Blue Line, who doesn't have identifying material on him, why are they still employed? What's going on there?
Are you gonna resign? Huh? You're not gonna resign?
No. I love that. I wish I got like his full camera.
You're not gonna resign?
His full head turned. But
it's official. Felton will not resign, folks. Breaking news.
look at this shit, man.
Protect and serve, huh? Protect and serve. Protect and serve my fucking asshole, you fucking losers. Do your fucking job. Come on, why don't...
So I'm heckling the fuck out of this guy. So this is him walking away. Like, again, people want him to like respond. Why did you let the officer do that? Why, like, you know, I don't know what, like, again, I don't know what this guy's thinking. I really don't, like, what's going through his brain. You know what I mean? I literally, like, again, like, on a human level, and I'm trying to analyze this, like, from the presumption that Daryl is a human, which I know Daryl's not a human. He sold his soul a long time ago, right? But, like, let's just assume for a second here, like, let's just, you know, for the sake of making this a fictitious, like, you know, metaphor or, you know, whatever, let's assume Daryl is a human being, and let's assume that as a human being, he's got, you know, a brain that functions in some capacity, right, at all. Man, like, you gotta be feeling like shit. Like, you told protesters that there would never be Charlottesville, no one would ever get hit by a car. You told protesters you'd protect and serve. You asked them for routes so you protect and serve, right? Like, and then you fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, you fucked up. Like, you gotta be feeling pretty terrible. So the way I see it, right, there's two options. Either Daryl is a human and he's feeling like shit, and I want him to feel even more like shit. I want him to suffer. I want him to cry. I want him to feel like garbage. Right? Option 2, he's not a human, more likely, and I'm just yelling at him and it makes me feel good. And it makes me feel good. So it's cathartic. Right? So option 1, it feels good and he's gonna cry. Option 2, it feels good. That's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. That's a win-win. So I continue to heckle the fuck out of him.
Come on, Daryl, do your fucking job. I know this is a stressful day. This is a stressful fucking day for people that don't do their fucking jobs. A fucking stressful motherfucking day.
Where's the mayor? Mayor Parker has just basically been absent. She showed up to one march for 20 minutes for a photo op, and that's basically her only interaction with the protests at all. She's a fucking piece of garbage. I fucking hate her. I hate most of the people in the city council. I like a couple of them. They're pretty cool. But like Parker is just fucking garbage. She's shit. She's terrible. Fuck her and the like awful, 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 disgusting, useless politician.
For dumb, lazy fucks that don't do their goddamn jobs. Got it all on motherfucking tape again.
Look at this guy. He's just backing away. Like again, like can you imagine a scenario? Right? Can you imagine? No, I'm definitely, Bob, I'm definitely on a list. You're going to wind up, I'm definitely on a list. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm already on the list, so, like, it doesn't matter at that point. You know what I mean? On the list.
Fifth time! You didn't do your fucking job! You useless!
So, again, I want to remind you that we had 4 cars drive, like, into or next to the crowds over the course of the 34 days, and this was, now, I didn't count. I'm pretty sure in my brain it's 4, so this could be the 4th, this could be the 5th. You know, it doesn't suck when you lose count, right? But either way, my point here was that, you know, this isn't the first time a car drove into the crowd. Felton was made aware that cars were driving into the crowd before. You know what I mean? So, what the fuck?
Shit for bag, fuckface! Do your job, bitch! Resign! Resign!
Look at him just try to fucking drive away. And so I continue to yell at him. Because I love yelling at cops. Like, it honestly, like, it makes me feel... You know, it makes me feel good about my life. It makes me feel like, and you know, again, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's like yelling at someone and fucking like, you know, Xbox Live voice chat. Like they're not real. Like, you know, you're just like fucking, you know, playing Halo or whatever. Like these people, like they're not real humans. They're just like cartoon characters. They're toy soldiers, right? They're doing all that fucking shit. They think they're cool, but they're not. And so it's just really fun to kind of like, you know, I try to break their simulation a little bit. That's like my goal. Right, it's like they're currently in like an alternate world where they think that they're controlling the situation, and they need to know that they're not controlling jack shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like cops have this like constant power trip where they think that everyone should listen to them and they're the ultimate authority and that they should be respected at all times. And they need to know that no one respects them. They need to know that no, we don't like you. We think you're garbage and we think you're a fucking shit fuck. Right?
He's got 100 cars down here. You can't even block it.
Look at all the cars, by the way. Look at all these fucking cars. Where were they when Parr drove off? See all these fucking cars? Do you see them, man? Do you see all these fucking cars? Like, there's so many of these fucking cars. Like, just look at them. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then that's only right there, right? That's only. Where were the fucking cars? Where were the cars when fucking... Oh, this is the part where fucking Felton, like, raises the car window. Check this out.
What happened to that, Felton? You didn't want Charlottesville to happen?
Look at this.
What happened to that, Felton? You don't want Charlottesville to happen, huh?
Oh,
that's
poor
right,
baby.
roll up your window,
Poor
coward.
baby. Oh,
Coward. Charlottesville,
poor
huh?
baby.
Fucking freak.
Fucking poor baby. I love that. Like, fuck him. Fuck him. Like, fuck him in the face, dude. Fuck him. He's a bitch. He's a little bitch. First of all, what kind of name is Daryl? Second of all, what the fuck are you doing with your life, bro? Like, seriously, you're a fucking loser. So I go back to where the ambulance is, and we see the thin blue line chump who looks like he just graduated middle school. Now, I want to be very clear. This guy has no badge. Like, this guy's got no, like, ID on. He's got no name tag. Nothing like that is on, right? So, and he refuses to identify himself. So I want to play this clip here.
Fucking shame. You have no shame. No shame whatsoever. If I were in the back of an ambulance, I wouldn't want a racist sitting right next to it. Wouldn't that make... Yeah,
so,
see,
like, this is the thing you need to understand here, right? Look at this. So the cop's looking at me, right? I call him a racist for having a thin blue line, like, flag thing on, right? And then he's like... Ugh. What kind of cop interacts like that? Like, what kind of cop interacts like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, aren't cops, like, trained to, like, you know, not be emotional little crybabies? And that's what I say. This guy looks like he just graduated fucking middle school, bro. Like, you know when you fucking go into 9th grade and they do this ceremony because, you know, they know everyone's not going to finish high school, so they give you something? Right? That's this guy. That's this fucking guy. Like, what is he doing with his life?
If I were in the back of an ambulance, I wouldn't want a racist sitting right next to it. Wouldn't that make... Yeah, see, I saw that grin. Little smirk. Yeah, you're so pissed off, aren't you? Why don't you get a new job?
Look at that. See, like, I love doing that with cops. I love playing along.
Oh, bitch.
So here's the aforementioned other fuckface over here. Just like this guy, like, just wait for this.
Bitch. Have you considered it? You have any qualifications? Huh? What's your name? What's your badge number? Huh? Are you? Oh, you're holding it? Are you trying to cover something? You hide? Oh, okay, okay. What's your name? What's your badge number, officer?
As you can see, not identifying himself. Isn't that interesting? Why isn't he identifying himself? This guy's got literally like $5,000 to $10,000 of equipment on his person. Can't have a name tag? What?
Hello? Protect and serve? Do I not matter to you? I'm your constituent. I pay your paycheck, bitch. What's your name? What's your number? This motherfucker's got a name tag on. I respect that. Thank you very much. I don't actually like you. You're a bitch. But what's this guy's name? Do you know this guy's name? You know his name? Why are you looking over there? What's over there, bud? Come on. What's this guy's name? You're looking at me. Come on. What's up? What's your name, bud?
So
Come on,
he
what's
doesn't
your
give me
name?
his name, as you can see. He doesn't
None?
give me his name.
Okay.
And so I find that to be very interesting. That someone would wear a racist symbol on their fucking face and not have a name tag on. That's interesting. Right? Like, that's fucking interesting. So then we have this dumb motherfucker. And I want to remind everyone that this is one of the guys who was out here. Officer James. As you can see, he's right here. Officer James is right here. About an hour and a half previous. So I want to remind everyone who this is. And so this is me asking him to apologize. Again, they came out here and said that we needed to give them the permit routes, right? So that they could protect us. We gave them the permit routes. They did not protect us. It's very simple. Say sorry. Like, even if, let's assume it's our fault, right? Ah, fuck. Right, we ran into the car, whatever. Like, let's assume the most hypothetical, hyperbolic scenario. We ran into the car, right? Okay, even if that's the case, why was the car there? Right, so it's like, you can't even say sorry? These bitches can't even say sorry. Like, even if you're not going to admit that there's any wrongdoing, just say, like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Say, like, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry you feel that way. You don't even have to take responsibility. Just say, but they don't. Look at these people. They're not human beings. I need you to understand. These are not humans. These are not thinking, feeling creatures. These are soulless cyborg husks of biological material, right? These are not, like, there are no inner monologue here. Watch this.
Are you going to take that badge off? You failed. You failed your fucking job. You failed. If I was in your position, I would lose my job. Why aren't you losing your job? Huh? You're going to lose your job? Protect and serve, right? 2 hours ago, you said you wanted to protect us. Remember that? You remember that. You know what's up. You know you're a fucking failure. And you too, whoever you are, you're also a fucking failure. Both of you people are losers. People got hurt because you failed to do your fucking job. You failed to do your fucking job.
One of my favorite things that cops do is they will try, like, let's assume, like, you, like, Pav, you're, like, right in front of me. Like, they do this. Right, they will try their best not to look at you. And so that's why I'm trying to, like, get in their face, right? I'm trying to, like, do this. I'm trying to, like, and that's my thing. I love doing that. I love doing that because they do this thing where they just don't want to look at you because they don't even think that you're a human being. They don't respect you in any capacity. They don't view what you say as valid or legitimate in any capacity. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to get in your fucking face, bitch. You're not going to fucking... You think you can almost have me killed and you're not going to at least hear me call you a fucking bitch? I'm sorry.
You're afraid to even say sorry. You won't even say sorry. You almost got people killed and you're afraid to apologize. That's how much of a bitch you are. You won't even apologize. You almost got people killed and you won't apologize. You got people almost killed. You won't even say sorry. You won't even look at us in the face. You won't look at us in the face after nearly killing us, huh?
I fucking hate this.
Are you gonna do your fucking job?
Look at that. You see that? How he's like whipping his head back and forth? Like, who does that? What kind of fucking, like, sorry, can't look at you. Oh, what's going on over there? Oh, is there a bird? Oh, the sun was in my eyes. I'm sorry, like, I can't look. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
killing us, huh? Huh? Are you gonna do your fucking job? Are you gonna do your job tomorrow, James? Huh? You gonna do your fucking job? Do your job, bitch. Have you considered it? Maybe tomorrow you'll do your job? How about the day after that? Huh? What about yesterday? You did your job yesterday. Why not today? Dumb bitch!
So as you can see, I'm heckling these cops here. And so we get back on the protest and we march back to the public safety building. And then, like, this fucking specimen, like, seriously, like, I'm like, okay. So this is Deputy Police Chief James Evans Jr. So he comes out. Now, I want to remind everyone, he was also, with this other guy, James, he was also the one who came out earlier as well. He's right here. So that's what I want. You need to understand who these people are. So this guy meets us at the end of the protest, doesn't even say sorry. And then Look, I want you to, like, look at his body language in these first few seconds after I ask him a question.
We're not in class. Are you gonna say sorry?
That's all we want to hear.
Say sorry.
Do you see that shit? Now, I gotta tell you, I'm triggered right now. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I am triggered as a motherfucker. Both, like, right now, like, as I say this, and then also in the video. Also, like, you know, fucking 12 hours ago or whatever. I am triggered. Look at this guy's reaction. Now, I want you to know, I almost got hit by a fucking car, right? My friends got hit by a fucking car. And I asked him to at least apologize for putting us in that position. And his reaction was like, what? What the fuck?
We're not in class. Are you gonna say sorry?
That's all we want to hear.
Say sorry.
Why
aren't you saying sorry? Is it hard?
Why you ain't blow her motherfucking head off?
So the person also speaking is asking why the officers did not shoot and kill the driver like they shot and killed Andrew Brown. I want to remind everyone, Andrew Brown was, the district attorney, Andrew Womble, said that Andrew Brown's murder was justified because the car is a deadly vehicle and he put it in drive at one point. Even if it was like 2 miles per hour, doesn't matter. It's a deadly vehicle, therefore it's okay to shoot them in the back of the head. So that's why someone is asking why they didn't shoot the other driver in the back of the head. At least be consistent, right?
Say sorry.
Shot, right? She was driving away. Left, right, back.
Are you gonna
forward.
say sorry?
You seem to think that you control the situation.
Are you gonna say sorry?
Can I have everybody's attention?
No.
I love this. I love this. I fucking hate this little prick. If this motherfucker, I'm telling you this right now, if this prick fucking fuckface comes out here before the protest today, if he comes out here fucking before the protest today to talk that, no, I'm telling you this right now, man. I'm telling you this right now. This motherfucker's not gonna speak at a protest again. I will not stop yelling at him. I will not let anyone else listen to anything that this person has to say because he's garbage. Fuck him in the face. I'm talking about fucking James Evans Jr., Deputy Police Chief of Elizabeth City. By the way, he doesn't even live here. Isn't that interesting? He has like an hour-long commute. Doesn't even fucking live here. That's interesting, isn't it?
No, until you say sorry, no.
So then
Say sorry. Say sorry.
Right, that's what I said. I just got to hear what you had to say.
Just note, it's been 2 minutes, no apology.
Let's see what he got to say.
If you are a witness to this and you like to make a statement, please come over to the police department. I'm not making any statements because right now it's currently under investigation. So that's why we're trying to get everybody to stay.
So you can't say sorry.
Investigation.
If you have-
It's an investigation. What does that mean? It's under investigation. What? What? Like, oh, what the fuck? Dude, I'm on, like, I have the video of them hit, like, what are you investigating? Just say sorry. Like, it's not that hard. Yeah, we're investigating it. I'm sorry that happened to you. We're investigating it. Like, you don't even have to admit fault. Just say, like, I'm so sorry that you experienced that. We're looking into it. It's not that hard, right? Like it's like something that, like, if you were to call fucking, like, AT&T on the phone and ask them about your mobile plan, right? And they fucking fucked up or something and you ask them to say sorry, they would fucking say sorry in a heartbeat. Why can't these motherfuckers do that? Like, fucking, like, if you go to McDonald's, right, and you fucking get, like, fucking 13 chicken nuggets instead of 20, and you go back up there, you know what? They're probably gonna fucking say sorry. But if I get hit by a fucking car because this fucking guy, or one of my friends gets hit by a fucking car because this fucking guy doesn't do his job, he's not gonna fucking say sorry. He's not gonna, oh, we're investigating. Imagine you go to fucking Burger King and you say, yo, I didn't get all my fucking French fries, and they say, oh, this it's under investigation now. What? Under investigation? Bro, just give me my fucking French fries, bitch. What the fuck are you investigating? Just say fucking sorry. Just fucking apologize.
Any statements because right now it's currently under investigation. So that's why we're trying to get everybody to stay.
So you can't say sorry.
If you have any cell phone,
It's not that hard.
video
Sorry.
or
I have a
anything
cell
that
phone
you
video.
saw,
So they're not going to get arrested.
the person's already in custody.
That was a deadly weapon.
Do you have to investigate to say sorry? Do you have to investigate to say sorry? Do you have to investigate to
Why
say
you ain't
sorry?
blow a fucking face off? It's a deadly weapon. Why you ain't blow a fucking face off?
I don't give a damn about that now.
I just want to give you a statement.
No, I don't give a fuck about
Sorry,
that now.
5 letters.
I
5 letters.
want to have the cop arrested.
5 letters.
That was
SORRY.
accessory to them
Sorry.
leaving. I do want that cop arrested.
If you want to be fancy, say I apologize.
Them leave. He told them to leave, and I want that cop arrested.
Are you going to say sorry to this
Yes,
man?
I want that cop arrested.
Are you going to say sorry to them?
I want that cop arrested, and I'm
Are you going to say sorry?
Show of hands.
2:30. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, no apology.
This guy points at me. Okay. So this motherfucker, this bitch for brain fucking loser, points at me and then looks at another protester and see, like, I can't talk if they're gonna keep talking. Like, what the fuck do you think the other protesters gonna do, James Evans? The fuck do you think they're gonna do? If I'm not listening to fucking Deputy Police Chief Fuckface fucking Junior, you think I'm gonna listen to another protester? I'm not gonna just say fucking sorry. If you want me to shut the fuck up, you say sorry. Now, a spoiler alert, I probably wouldn't have shut the fuck up if they said sorry, but still, they should have fucking said sorry, goddammit.
Are you gonna say sorry?
Show of hands.
2:30. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, no apology.
Look at this guy, he's so mad.
I don't want to mess up the investigation for the young people that got hit. We got to make sure. So
Can't even say
please just
sorry.
let the police do that on that point. So that way, we're not going to affect that. The person who got hit, we're not going to let
If
anything
you're
happen.
willing to give a statement, as I said earlier.
Okay, so that's the end of that clip. So, and then they just, this, it gets even funnier. It gets even funnier, let's be honest.
You black as hell, bro. Why you can't say sorry? You don't look like me? Yeah. You don't look like me, bro?
Can't even say
Get this on
sorry.
camera. You don't look like me? You don't look like me, bro?
Can't even say
Black
sorry.
people look the same, bro?
Can't even say sorry. You let us down. You let us down. You put us in danger.
And you gotta make
Put
it sound
us in
poppy?
danger. You put us. No. You listen up. You listen up, bitch. You listen up, bitch.
This motherfucker says listen up, and then I say you listen up, and then they walk away. I find that
No. You listen up. You listen up, bitch. You listen up, bitch. Say sorry. Say sorry. You say sorry too, bitch. You say sorry. I got you. Say sorry. No apologies.
Look at these little fuck faces, dude.
No apologies.
Look at that shit.
It's been 5 minutes and they refuse to apologize for letting a protester be hit by a car. 5 minutes and ECPD will not apologize. They refuse to apologize.
So yeah, I'm following them all the way down to their police station. And now there's some behind the scenes footage here of and I'm I might go into that, honestly, maybe I should. But either way, let's keep
They
going.
refuse to apologize.
Look at this shit.
SORRY. SORRY.
So I'm trying to spell it for them. They're not having a good time, right? They're very, very they're not having a good time with 5-letter words. It's really difficult for them. So let's keep going.
Are you gonna say sorry? You gonna say sorry?
I love how every clip starts with "Are you gonna say sorry?" It's so good. Every single clip is "Are you gonna say sorry?"
You gonna say sorry? 5 minutes, no apologies. You gonna say sorry? You gonna say sorry? Protect and serve, law enforcement. What laws are you enforcing? What laws are you enforcing? Officer, what laws are you enforcing right now? Are you enforcing anything? Will you enforce anything? Will you say sorry, sir? Will you say sorry for letting...
Look at this motherfucker! Okay, so I get in front of his bitch ass. And I'm walking backwards. And I'm trying to do the fucking press thing. I'm will you say sorry for almost killing protest? Will you say it's under investigation? And that's the thing, right? Now I want you to understand. I want you to understand. I am not a fucking loser, right? I'm not working for ABC, CNN, whatever the fuck. That's what they're used to saying to cameras. This is their default. This is their their brain defaults. It looks like muscle memory. When you drop a knife in the kitchen and your default reaction is to move your feet. That's this for them. They see a camera, their default is to say bullshit. It's under investigation. What? It's under what? What's under investigation? You can't say sorry? What does that mean?
Enforcing. Officer, what laws are you enforcing right now? Are you enforcing anything? Will you enforce anything? Will you say sorry, sir? Will you say sorry for letting under investigation? That doesn't... Do you think I'm dumb? You think I'm dumb? You think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm dumb? Yes or no? 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 Are you gonna say sorry? Are you gonna say sorry? You're not gonna say sorry, are you?
Look at this fucking guy, man.
You're not gonna say sorry, are you? Protect and serve? Protect and serve? Law enforcement? What laws are you enforcing? Officer, what laws are you enforcing?
With this entire ECPD.
Why won't you say sorry? Remember when Tommy Wooten said no one would be shot and killed in Elizabeth City? He didn't say sorry. Remember when Officer Felton said no one would be hit by a car in Elizabeth City? Why won't you say sorry? Why won't you say sorry, James? I know your name. Why won't you say sorry? Do you feel
Look at
embarrassed?
this guy.
'Cause
He
you
looks
should.
so uncomfortable, and then he looks at me.
I see you looking at me. Do you feel embarrassed? Are you going to apologize for nearly?
Look at this. Look at this guy. This guy looks at me, and you can see it in his eyeballs. You can see it in his fucking eyeballs. You know what I mean?
Buy a car in Elizabeth City. Why won't you say sorry? Why won't you say sorry?
Look at his
James?
eyeballs, dude. You
I
can
know your
see.
name. Why
Look
won't
at
you
it.
say
Look at
sorry?
it.
Do you feel embarrassed? Because you
Check
should.
this out. Oof.
I'm see you looking at me. Do you feel embarrassed? Are you going to apologize for nearly killing people with your incontinence, as well as incompetence?
I said incontinence on accident. I fucking said incontinence. That's so funny. I'm sorry. I said incontinence. I'm such an idiot.
I'm see you looking at me. Do you feel embarrassed? Are you going to apologize for nearly killing people with your incontinence, as well as incompetence? Nothing? Not even a simple apology. Not even a simple apology.
You ain't a fucking man. Fuck out of here, bro. That white girl
Can't even say sorry. Can't even say sorry. Can't even say sorry. I'm trying to get an apology. I'm trying to get an apology.
This motherfucker is saying I'm trying to get a head count, and I'm saying I'm trying to get an apology. I love making fun of them, man. This is so funny.
I'm trying to get an apology. I'm trying to get an apology. I'm not holding on, bitch. Are you gonna say sorry?
Look at this guy. Okay, so this guy says hold on. I'm not, like, you don't tell me to hold on. Like, I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. And this is a message to all friends right now, right? Like, if I'm in the fucking protest where my friends get hit by a car and I almost get hit by a car, I'm not holding on. You're not gonna I'm holding on to nothing. Like, you know, like, you don't tell me to hold on. You don't tell me to listen up. I'm not listening. I'm not holding. No, that's not happening. You tell me to hold on, I'm gonna fucking put the phone down and I'm gonna throw it in a fucking river somewhere. I'm not holding on to jack fucking shit, bitch.
To get an apology. I'm not holding on, bitch. Are you gonna say sorry? I'll hold on when you say sorry. I'll hold on when you say sorry. You gonna say sorry, motherfucker? You gonna say sorry, motherfucker? A simple word. S-O-R-R-Y. You gonna say sorry? Where's your empathy, officer? Where's your empathy, officer? You gonna say sorry for almost killing people? Where's your empathy, officer? Are you even a human being or are you a cyborg? Where's your empathy, officer? Are you gonna say sorry? Are you gonna say sorry? 7 minutes, no apologies.
I tell you this is on the investigation right now.
No. I have it on tape. You don't need to investigate for you to apologize. We do not need to investigate.
Look at this motherfucker. He looks at me, and again, like, it's just like, it's, you know, it's like it's like standing up for the pledge. You know what I mean? Like someone says something and your brain just operates into like you know, your fucking third grade teacher's like, all right, stand up. And then you stand up and you start reciting the fucking Pledge of Allegiance, right? Like, why is your brain doing that? Because you've been programmed to do so, right? And that's what, so when this guy sees a camera in their face and they're asked a question, their default reaction is, I'm going to say some bullshit.
Are you going to say sorry? Are you going to say sorry? 7 minutes, no apologies.
I tell you this is on the investigation right now.
No. I have it on tape. You don't need to investigate for you to apologize. We do not need to investigate for you to apologize. Apologize. Just say, I'm sorry, we're looking into it. I'm sorry, we're looking into it. Say it. I'm sorry, we're looking into it. I have the officer's name. I'm sorry, and we're looking into it. I'm sorry, we're looking into it. It's not that hard.
You pussy ass nigga. How do we fill it out?
Are you gonna
So I want to be very clear. They asked me to give a statement. I'm not giving them a statement. I'm not giving them a fucking statement. I'm posting all these videos online. They asked, like, you know, oh, give us your phone video. I'm not giving you my fucking phone video. First of all, Deputy Chief fuck, shit, fuck, motherfuck, Junior, I know that your investigation will be fucking bullshit. So instead of cooperating with the fucking police, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post all this shit on the internet so the whole fucking world can see how much of a fucking loser you are. That's what I'm going to do, Officer James Evans, motherfucking shit fuck. I'm not gonna cooperate with you. I'm not gonna give you my name or address or my cell phone so that you can fucking mine my data or put viruses on it. Go fuck yourself, you stupid fuck. I am not going to give you anything. I'm gonna post it online and everyone's gonna see how much of a fucking bitch you are. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't need to give you my videos. I need to give everyone else my videos. Because guess what, motherfucker? You're not gonna do goddamn jack fuck shit.
say sorry? Are you gonna say sorry? Are you gonna say sorry? Hey, Felton, you're gonna say sorry?
Felton's in the back there.
No Charlottesville will ever happen in Elizabeth City.
Look at his dumbass.
You're gonna say sorry?
Look at his
you
dumbass.
can't even say sorry? You can't apologize?
Look at that shit, man.
You can't even say
I think that's the last clip, yeah.
8 minutes. No apology. 8 fucking minutes.
So that's...
Are you gonna say...
So, okay, that's the end of the night, officially. That is the end of the official night. But yeah, I mean, seriously, though. I mean, like, it's a problem. Like, look at the reaction. Like, look at the reaction that these cops give. Right? The officers murdered Andrew Brown 35 days ago. At, like, this time, like, 3 hours ago, 35 days ago, they murdered Andrew Brown. And the excuse was that a car is a deadly weapon and therefore we had no choice but to shoot them in the back of the head. Like, and then we have Officer Felton for days. Nope, no car attacks. We're going to protect you. No car attacks. There'll never be a car attack. We're going to protect you. As soon as there's a car attack, what do the cops do? They go toward the protesters. They say, Officer Parr, right? Let me scroll back up. Officer Parr says we need to protect them from you. We need to get them away from you. That's what Officer Parr says, right? Check this out. I gotta get him away from you. That's what he says. Check this out. Let me put the video on for it.
But I gotta get him away from you.
What's your badge?
Stop him, but I gotta get him away from you.
He's been on the force for 11 years, Officer Parr. Officer fucking Parr has been on the force for 11 fucking years. You don't think Daryl knows who this motherfucker is? You don't think Jimmy knows who this motherfucker is? They know who this motherfucker is. They know he's a fucking incompetent piece of garbage. You don't be on the force for 11 years and this is your first fuck up. No. Sorry. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And if you want to fucking spin that yarn to me, I will fucking take that yarn and I will fucking wrap that yarn around my fucking wrist and I will use it as a bracelet because it might be like, you know, a good fashion accessory. But I'm not going to fucking listen to your fucking garbage because I'm just not interested in what the cops have to say. I don't want them to control any of this narrative. I want them to control 0, not 1%, not 3%. I don't want them to give a statement. I don't want them to investigate. Don't investigate, motherfucker, right? We already know what happened. I want you to arrest the fucking officer. I want you to arrest the drivers, and I want you to put them in motherfucking prison. That's what I want. Anything less than that is you being a fucking bitch bastard. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in y'all protecting and serving. I'm interested in y'all being law enforcement. Why didn't you enforce the law today, officer? That's what I wanted to know. And they refused to answer the question. 8 minutes, no apologies. Fuck that shit. I almost died yesterday, and these motherfuckers are pissing me the fuck off. And I'm like, I'm mad right now, too. Like, I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, this shit makes me fucking angry. I'm angry. I am upset right now. Both on an emotional, a mental, and a physical level. Because I got my vaccine yesterday, and I'm a little, like, you know, groggy. Right? So my whole system right now is in, like, total breakdown mode. I'm not satisfied. I am not satisfied right now. Let me just tell you. And you're damn fucking right. I'm going to go back out there today at 5. And I swear to God. I'm telling you this right now. Etching it into the record at 11:10 a.m. I swear to fucking God, if these cops come out here and try to lecture us before the protest today, they are not going to be able to speak without me screaming at them. I will literally just make like a continuous screech until they leave. I will not let them speak to anyone the way that they spoke to us yesterday. Not going to fucking happen. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right fucking now. It's not going to happen. They're not going to come out here unless they say sorry. If they say sorry, then maybe I'll give them a chance to say something else until, you know. But if the first words out of their mouth is then I'm sorry, then fuck you. I don't give a shit about what you have to say. Go fuck yourself and get a new job, you fucking loser, because you're clearly not good at this one.